here we are. Hello. Hi, everyone. How you doing? Can you see us? Can you hear us? Are we all good? Why? Oh no, I did this last week. Have they changed something in the encoder? Because every time I've gone, oh no, am I doing it right? Ah, hello. Hello there. Hello, Tito. I simply cannot say how the martial arts homework is going. It's too secret. It's too martial. But if it helps, I am absolutely shattered this week. So I haven't really had the energy. I am sorry. Hello, everyone. Yay, I'm so glad you can hear me. That's fantastic. How is the music in the background? We're going for a Persona theme. I didn't just pick one game. We're doing a mix of all three. Well, all the latest three, I should say. Hello. I hope you've all been having a lovely week. I am so tired, but it's okay. It's okay. We persevere. As you can see, I have finished up the line art for the splash art. It's actually a bit funny. I started on it, I think, when did I? Last week, Thursday. No, last week, Friday. I got started on it thinking, oh, this is going to take ages, and then I finished it in like 40 minutes, which is just very, very funny considering that it just, if the stream had gone on 40 minutes longer, we would have been done, but at the same time, those 40 minutes would have been long past my bedtime, so regardless, as you can see, I finished it off screen, and at the moment, I'm filling in the background color, which is what we're going to use as base to keep all the other colors pinned in on. So it means I only have to draw all around the trees and the people and the leaves and everything once, which is just the best thing about digital art. Now I get to be clumsy around the borders. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, my hair. It's suitably fluffy. Music is a bit quiet. Oh, tragic. How's that? There we go. I'm just gonna leave it up there. You can tell me if it's too loud. It's time to go, Persona. Hui. Oh wow, Morita, that's really impressive. Just finished working on my 27-page Karakawa manga. I didn't pronounce any of those words correctly. Karakawa manga one-shot and I am exhausted. Congratulations, my god, 27 pages is not a small feat, well done. Persona music means that Persona 6 is delayed another year. No, say it ain't so. My god. It's okay, the song ended, we're fine. Okay. So I'm going to get this done as quick as possible and then we'll flip straight into flat colors, which hopefully won't take much longer than an hour to put up. And then we can spend the next 2 hours working on the coloring and hopefully the shading as well. Not coloring, the post-processing, which does encompass shading. And hopefully by then we will be able to finish up and call it a complete work, which would be just so cool. I think that would be amazing to be able to do a whole one of these on stream. I'm very, very happy this got voted in for another week. So thank you all very, very much. Let's see. Am I going to use gouache or aquarelle? Aquarelle. I'm going to be using gouache and I'm going to be putting it right onto the tablet. So I'll see it, but you guys won't. So have fun with that for the next 3 hours. I do like Persona's music. They have a bit of a wide range, so I'm a little concerned some of the stuff in the playlist is going to be a little bit too amped up. But I do really enjoy the overworld music for it, for pretty much all the games. I've played a decent way through Persona 4. Persona 5, of course, was fantastic. And then Persona 2, I tried. I had the game on my Switch back when I had a Switch. And I wanted to play through, because I got like a bundle and it had Persona 2, the original. Yeah, it had not Persona 2, Persona 3, sorry. It had Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, and I was going to play my way through all of them in order, and then my Switch got stolen, so I didn't. But it's still attached to my account somewhere. I just need to find myself another Nintendo product to play it on, I suppose. You've read my joke. I thought Persona 6 was already a thing a long time ago. No. Not even slightly. I fear that as we all age collectively as a society, games are going to take longer and longer to come out. I mean, just look at Skyrim. Elder Scrolls is just, we're never going to get another one. Look at GTA. Crank it out on the Game Boy. I don't know if the Game Boys are connected to my Nintendo account. I've only played Persona 5 Royale. Isn't that the same? Persona 5 Royal? Royal Royale. Isn't it just it's like the extended version of the original? Unless I'm incorrect, which I could very well be. Okay, let's put you in here and fiddle around with the layers a little bit. There we go. Okay. So we are gonna go with a lovely cooler green color. A little bit warmer than this, but not quite as autumn-y as the last one that I picked. And I'm gonna be, oh god, okay, so I have it on all three of my monitors, and they all have different color gradings, so we're gonna see how this one goes. Let's see. I mean, it looks fine on the first monitor, but the benefit of how I tend to do my coloring is that I can always go back and change the colors later. Simply turn it into a single base layer, which is not actually what it's called. It's called something else, but I've forgotten the actual term for it. I call them base layers. Suppose we may as well start with the leaf litter. It took so much time last stream. Dun, dun. Dead silent. Definitely not seeing Red Dead again until I'm in my 30s. Yeah. Oh, I do love Red Dead 2 though. God, I love Red Dead 2. I love that game so much. I tried to replay it last year. Or like really early last year. And I got maybe... God, like a good 50 plus hours into the game. I was still going through Act 2, but I was really taking my time with it. And, you know, I really wanted to 100% the game, or at least get as close to 100%ing as I could. So I was doing all of, you know, the side quests, the animal hunts. I took down the bear in the tutorial thing as soon as I could. And I was having so much fun with it. And then my save got corrupted. And the motivation just went out the window after that, which I feel like is maybe a little bit justifiable. But yeah, I'll give it a couple more years and then I'll try it again, because I really do love the game. Sure. The level of detail. We're drawing right now against the odds. Ah, okay. There's so much stuff on RDR2, even excluding the main story. I kid you not, when I first played Red Dead 2, I spent so much time not doing any of the story because I was just having so much fun. It was really funny. I was supposed to be doing my matric exams. And I got the game as a reward for myself for when I finished them. And it was like late at night and I just finished installing it. And I went, oh, well, I might as well open up just to see that everything's working right, because nothing would suck more than if I like started, like I did all this work and then as soon as I like finished my exams and I went home to enjoy the game, it like was broken for whatever reason, right? And so I think I may have been lying to myself. I booted up the game and I then proceeded to spend 2 hours doing the very start of the tutorial, and it was just chaos in my life from then on out, because I have no self-control. I did play that all the time that I was doing my matric exams, and I still passed everything, so clearly I was onto something. I think it improved my odds. It's a fine line to walk during exams. It was the exams. This was the end of high school exams. This was the you're either going to get into university or you're not getting into university exams, and I was playing Red Dead 2 instead of studying. It is actually one of the most irresponsible things I've ever done. But I don't know. I flip back and forth on it, like memories, like the memory of it, because like it could have been that I was just under so much stress at the time that like I needed that outlet. But again, I could just be telling myself what I want to hear. Because like, I don't know. Did you need to play video games during that point in your life? It was like 3 weeks. You could have held out. But alas. You can tell when the Persona 5 ones come on. Is that leaf litter? It has to be. Yeah. I thought it was a bank for a minute. We're okay. Yeah, that's why I thought it was leaf litter, because you've got like a bit of a weird patch here. I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, the line art's a bit heavy here and kind of encapsulates it. Yeah, let's just yeah. Yeah, we'll turn that into a little bit of a mudslide situation. Okay. Are they like... My get into uni exams, yeah. My get into uni exams were plagued by watching people on Minecraft make historical blurs. Oh, so it's a very common issue. Hey, hi Philosophy, thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah, the matric exams are like your final year of high school. It's your senior year, I guess. And then you take your exams, and then, you know, whatever grade you get dictates like what you can study in uni. It's like, well, if you got like under a 50% in English, you can't get an English degree, right? Like that's the, isn't that a universal thing? I feel like that should be universal. Well, what do I know? I've never left the country, aside from when I was an infant. Does South Africa have public colleges? Kind of. Yes. They're quite considerably cheaper compared to the public ones, compared to the private ones, I mean. But like education-wise, it's kind of up to debate. Like I've had people say that I shouldn't study there because the qualifications you get out of them are considered much less valuable than if you go to a different university, which is a bit annoying because like if your budget's your budget, you can't really like afford a higher education at like an extremely expensive place. But like, I don't know. Who am I to disagree with people who live here? Let's see. Oh, Zaki, I'm making an announcement video about the storyboards and also a Q&A set. Is that in reference to something you said earlier? Hey! Okay. I'll build a monument to Tala in my Alpha 1.12 Minecraft world. Jeez. Now that's an honor. Thank you very kindly. Don't worry, Hannah, I'm getting a degree in archaeology. I'm not going to do much better. You're going to do great. See, what you got to do is you've got to get the degree and then you've got to start teaching. And then you teach, you know, your students about the pyramids. And then when they grow up, they teach other students that they teach about the pyramids. And then they grew up and they teach their students about the pyramids. And soon we'll all be rich. Sorry, I did steal that joke from, I think it might have been Tumblr. That is not my material. Is funny though. It's all a bunch of pyramids. Oh, that's cool. I never finished my secondary education and I'm in my 3rd year of uni with no restrictions for what I could study. That's fascinating. That's, I suppose it must differ depending on the country that you live in, huh? Ooh, hang on. Ah. I need to replace my pen nib. That's the 2nd time it's fallen out this week. It's okay. I've got like 6 more. But yeah, no, I suppose the rules around what you can and can't study are different in certain countries. In our country, the high school dropout rate is so high that you do have to have you have to have graduated. You have to have your matric to qualify for most jobs. Because there's a huge number of young people who have very few qualifications and are in need of a job, and yet they don't get one because it's such a flooded market no matter where you go or what discipline you're in, especially for stuff like blue collar work. Well, not blue collar, but like unqualified work, that's the word. Blue collar is definitely qualified work. How can I make this color a little bit more color? Because I can see where I've done the leaf litter here, and it kind of comes in here. I love doing things in the line art process and then not looking at them for 2 weeks and then forgetting entirely what they are. Okay. This one we can make a bit warmer because it is dead leaves. Actually, the earlier color might have been better to work off of. Let's see. Other way it's fine. We can tweak it later. And then let's just give it a little bit more passion, more energy, more energy. Da-da-da. Come now, everybody. Just a little bit more texture in the color. Oh, bye, Bhavan. Thank you so much for popping in. Really appreciate you being here. Where did this music come from? It's from Persona, one of the 3 Persona games. Most recent Persona games, I should say. Ignore the malfunction noises. Let's see. Okay. Perfect. And actually we should probably keep that, but let's see if I can mix it around a little. Oh, yeah, we also want to do some dappled lighting. I hope that that's something that can come through properly. Yeah, that seems decent, doesn't it? Yeah. And then let's give it a darker underlayer. Something like that. Perfect. So that can then extend into the leaf litter, but not quite be a proper part of it. Oh, I missed that spot. And I'll cover that spot. No, that's not gonna work. I should have known. Let's see. Yeah, this makes sense logically, I feel. Yeah, I think this is a good job. It's not super intrusive, but the color helps to just make it pop a little bit more. Might be a bit too heavy on the bottom though. Unless I add a bit more on the top to balance that out. Maybe that is pushing my luck a little bit more. Then I should... I wonder if I made it a more subtle color, it would help. Yeah, something like that. And then you know what, this should be more of an emerald color. What's a good... This is gonna be far too bright, yeah, but... if I can make it a bit more natural. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. You know, like when you're sitting on the forest floor and everything's oversaturated and it's beautiful. Phoenix has eaten Giorgio. Yes, I'm afraid Giorgio has perished. Never see them again. She is otherwise predisposed? No. Indisposed, that's the word. Just for this one. She should be back next week, but I cannot make any promises for I do not control the Giorgio. Okay, I suppose I've started on the water now, haven't I? It's an easy one though. Something deeper. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. That's nice. And then you have to add some colouring to it afterwards to give the impression of shadows, but that should be quite easy. Where did I put the... here it is. See, now that looks a bit rough. Looks a bit too green, doesn't it? But it's not. It's a grey-blue that's bouncing off a little bit strangely with the green, which actually may not be the worst thing in the world. I think that's quite nice. If you can get it, if I can get it to work, it'll look quite nice. Okay, let's move on. Maybe I should change the leaf litter just a bit. The underlayer should be a little bit more of that emerald green. A little bit more like a shadow. Yeah, and then if I make this the same, but still with a little bit of that yellow, I don't really want to get rid of that entirely. Yeah, I like that. Tito. Oh, very kind of you, very kind of you. I'm afraid moderators must be randomly selected via Discord call one day. I do joke, I do joke. No. I do appreciate Jordan. She has been my best friend for the better part of a decade. But I understand that maybe, like, her presence being here, quite often, I don't know. Hope you guys are okay with it. I feel like we bounce very well off of each other, but I don't want to change the dynamic of the stream so much that they feel like different things, if that makes sense. Which I hope is not the case. I do feel like we've been doing okay. Well, I've been doing okay. Nah. Another thing that I worry about that ultimately is not something worth worrying over. Well, okay, maybe something a little worth worrying about, but this tea is not helping. I need more caffeine. Ooh, if you're not already aware, glacier runoff tends to be a bright turquoise blue. Just a note for the setting. It's a really good point. I don't know how much of this is I don't know if this specifically is glacier runoff. And then it also depends on the colors of the scene as well. But I will keep that in mind. I actually didn't know that. Thank you. She doesn't know. What don't I know? What's a good color here? I suppose I could just go slightly left of the last one. It's not exactly left of the last one. It's a little bit too... Yeah. I forget that I can be subtle with my colors sometimes. One of life's hardest lessons. Okay, hang on. Let's focus on the big stuff before we go focusing on the little stuff first. Let's go with the trees. Oh, that was perfect. Look at that. There we go. Well, that's not quite right, is it? That should be leaf litter. Okay, fill this in. Ah, I left a tree branch. There we go. What doesn't Hannah know? Many, many things. Many, 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 many things. Most things, in fact. Okay. See now, it's a little bit more annoying in the beginning to do this, where you erase the autofill from where it doesn't need to be, but it means that later on down the line I can just use the autofill on spots like this, and then they don't overlap or bleed into the others. It feels like common sense, but if you don't know, you don't know. Might as well speak out loud. Okay. Ooh, okay, now that would be a different bush, but it should be very similar in shade, just slightly different. The leaves here can all be the same. Yeah, we don't have anything lower down there. But I quite like how this is deep, but I feel like we shouldn't have it be so rich. And actually a warmer color might benefit from it as well. Let's say we're quite well into summer, and this is quite a heavily wooded area. So the colors would be much deeper greens and hints of blues with the water, and then I think we'll be able to make very nice naturalistic colors out of that. A little bit stylized, but not super heavy on the color theory, because the color theory is my weakest point. I feel like I've talked about this before, but it really is, it's one of my weak points, which means it's something that I'm working on, but I get very little practice in it. Because if I do, practice any form of art, I tend to start with the sketching, the line art, and then the coloring is always the last to happen. So we shall simply have to wait and see. How's that now? Does it look like a different plant? Let's make it a little colder. Or a little warmer? Right. No, I like the darker. What if we made it even darker, actually? That would be fun. Or made this color and then lightened up the tree. Interesting. I'll leave it like that for a little while and see if it starts to bug me. And then while I'm at it, I'll make the grass a little bit warmer too. Little less grey. You know when you close your eyes and you can see the perfect colour in your head, and then you just cannot replicate it for the love of God? If it makes you feel better, I trust you to paint a children's hospital. Oh, that makes me feel great. Wow. I know colour theory. I'm gonna pick happy colours associated with good things, like red, which is associated with energy and positivity. Oh dear God. There was one joke on Tumblr. There was one joke on Tumblr. That is the Tumblr joke. Okay, hang on. Let me... Where's my nice rock color? Hello, nice rock color. I trust you with everything, nice rock color. You're very purple in this image. That's okay. Let's... Ooh, I could just go over it completely with the rock color, but let's make things harder in the short run and easier in the long run. And just do that now. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I like that. Mm-hmm. The saxophone. The saxophone keeps getting louder. Oh god, can you tell I'm back on TikTok? I know that joke. Awesome. Tumblr never leaves the soul, does it? Well, it doesn't if you were on it today, like me. I live in the past. I'm back on TikTok, but I'm trying very hard to limit my usage. I've got a usage... Well, it's a usage limiter app. And I have it set from 8:30 in the morning to 6:30 in the evening. And then I also have it from midnight to 6 a.m. So I have like a little... It's actually been helping me get up in the morning because I'll roll over, go on TikTok. See, it's a problem. It's the problem. When you work from home and you're bored, you're just like, well, I'll turn on TikTok for like 2 minutes just to like have my brain think of anything else. Meanwhile, it's tricking you. I have done this backwards. I recognize that now. I wonder if I was even keeping track of this while I was doing the line art. This is just going to be me getting progressively angrier at my past self for doing the line art the way that I did it. Okay, so it was like that. Yes? Yes? No, I've done it. I did it right the first time, and then I just added this little bit of texture that made no sense. You guys were watching me, why didn't you say anything? Yeah, no, I'm not wrong. Yeah, because he has to be sitting on rocks. If he's sitting on moss, he's just gonna, like, slip. Are you gonna add mystic stones that can do cool stuff? I mean... depends on how you look at it, man. Isn't every rock mystical enough if you think it is? Like, if you want it to be. What do you mean it depends? I'm dying. Oh. So what direction is down? If on the right there's a river, it can't be a steep hill too. What? Why? Huh? Can you add pitch blend that glows in the dark from its own power? Sure, I can do that. But only if the aesthetic demands it. Let's see. Oh, how nice. I love when the fill tool does the fill job for me. Oh, oh god, okay, so... You notice how I've been getting more and more tongue-tied? Just in casual speaking, over time. I gotta do some audio recording soon, and I'm a little worried that I'm going to just flub it so bad the entire time, and it's gonna take like an extra 4 hours to do all the work that needs to be done, and I shall simply just be fine. I shall simply fix my tongue. It's because I don't speak too much during the day, so I'm quiet for too long, like, for long periods. So then by the time I do, like, speak quite often in, like, social situations and stuff, I tend to get, like, a lot more tongue-tied a lot easier just because I'm, like, out of practice. My throat gets hoarser quicker as well. Which means I'm gonna have to be a coward and record in multiple sessions instead of doing it all in one go like God intended. You agree with me, yeah? Tell me I should push forward. Just do it. Should I? This should be under it, shouldn't it? Yeah, it should. Why was it over? Oh well. We'll never know. Don't worry, the rocks won't be uniform in their color. This is just so I know where they are. And then I shall simply fix them in post. Like a Disney editor. Hail. Oh, it's okay, Hannah. I'm the ultimate stutterer. Oh, thank you, God. That makes me feel much better. I suppose, yeah, I was gonna say at least. No. So like, well, it's not like a significant portion of my job requires me to speak eloquently for extended periods of time. And it's like, no, it doesn't really. I want it to. With the exception of that time you made me research about autism in the Stone Age because you said that Stone Age people had artistic expression in your own accent. Yeah, I get that. I understand my accent makes it a little bit difficult for that word specifically. Artistic. See, that just makes me sound like a pirate. Artistic. There we go. Is that how you would like me to pronounce it from now on? Say nothing if you wish for me to proceed. Sorry. I got quite a bit of amusement out of that one. Just be you. Never do that again. Well, you guys haven't said anything yet, so I'm beginning to think you want me to. No. See, the chat doesn't count. You gotta say it out loud with your full chest. Can you say never do that again? Wow. Swiper, no, swiping. I have fun here. I don't know about you guys, but I have fun here. Huh. Be yourself. Is that a challenge? Never do that again. .mp3. Oh, damn, they got to me. Okay. Aww. Guys, I'm beginning to think you don't like my Valley Girl accent, you know? It really hurts when you Sometimes I want to play a character, and that character just happens to have the most grating voice in the world. And as someone who watches my streams sometimes, it is your moral obligation to just deal with me. You signed up for the... Let's see. See, I told you this is painful now, but it means coloring the moss is gonna be quick. There we go. And yeah, that's a good one. That's all of them, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's nice. That looks nice. I like that. Okay, so now the boss music plays as I draw the as I color in the rocks. Ooh, why is it like that? Did I not color it in properly? I didn't, did I? I just used the full tool like a coward. Yeah, the background is green, which means I'm gonna have to do it again in brown. We'll be okay. There we go. And should I keep it like that? Maybe. And then... you could really see the imperfections come through with a green background, can't you? 'Tis alright, friends. We shall simply take an extra little bit of time to colour it in proper. I'm loving the violin. I don't know about you guys. There's a lot of fight music. It's very impactful. A South African Valleyville pirate. Exactly, Tex. Exactly. Having me pop into the D&D session with the Valley Gold. Oh god, don't scare me. See, now you would actually have like reason to be concerned if I ever did that. That means I've been possessed by some horrific Californian devil. Okay. And then let's... Yeah. Sorry, I'm just seeing where the color change looks best. Yeah. Yeah? But then I feel like I should have another one here. Not quite. Well, maybe, and then this one just becomes plain. I'm putting far too much thought into this, I am aware. Right, okay, and then this one up top I think is the last one. Right, okay, and then we'll put that into a base, and then we'll just make it... I do want it to be... Okay, it doesn't have to be purple. Or maybe it should. Maybe that's a nice... Hang on, I gotta get the color wheel. Yes. Red would also do well. Okay. Let's go purple then, if that's what we're gonna do. Very subtle. Hopefully. Actually, what do I have here? I've got this one. I got this one. That's quite nice. I like that. In like a lighter sort of color. Or maybe... Yeah, it should be very subtle, I feel. Otherwise it is going to stand out just too much. I can live with that. I'll see if it bugs me after a while. Okay, and let's get going with the moss. I love the violin. I didn't realize there was so much violin in the Persona soundtracks. I suppose it makes sense for moss to be down here. I didn't say that was the cuddle. I meant down there. Let's see. We do all that, we do all that, we do all that. See how easy this is? I don't even have to try and stay within the lines, I'm just that cool. Ignore the 20 minutes I spent earlier just colouring in the line. completely off key, ignore that. Y'all remember the Sims 3 soundtrack? That was nice. I miss the Sims. Like, it's over now. The Sims 4, at least. Like it's over. Oh, it's tragic. Because the part I liked the most about it wasn't the games, it was the community around it. And the community's kind of imploded now. If you're not keeping up to date with Sims news, the Sims 4 community has imploded. I had the Sims 3 pets. Sims 3 was better than 4? Yeah, I think so. It's probably just nostalgia speaking when I say that, but my god, what a good game. It felt more real. It's got much better gameplay. Like, the graphics are terrible and the lagging is awful, even on like modern day computers, because they weren't built to handle any more RAM than what was typical in a late 2000s computer. So yeah, they run awfully on modern computers unless you very specifically find a way to change the code of the game to use more RAM. But god, the feeling it gives you, completely different from The Sims 4. The Sims 4 never felt like it had depth. And yes, I am using the past tense. It's dead now. That one... This is gonna be such a weird pull, but there's this game about... It's a horror game about a demon with no eyes. And it has a song, and it's really grating and really annoying, and that is the... or something like that. And I'm getting war flashbacks to a playthrough that I watched, and not a game I actually played. Anyway, sorry. Getting completely distracted from the topic. Typical pencil slop can't even buy a mega ultra RAM to use AI like a real artist. Oh no. I'm not sure I've ever played Sims before. Don't start now. That is... wait until Paralives comes out in a couple months. That's what I'm living for. The way I see it, I am in this awful middle period between the end of Sims 4 and the start of Paralives, and I just need to make it through. I might be pinning too many of my hopes on Paralives, but I feel like the community around it is going to be superb. Especially in the modding community. I'm hoping for a RimWorld-esque modding community around this game. And that is very optimistic of me to be hoping for, but I cannot help but pray. I think it would just be glorious if so. What would be... Should I be making the rocks lighter, maybe? And then... much sandier. I'm not seeing any sedimentary rocks here. Too bad. I either make them very light or I make them very dark. That's my two options here. But I've already made the foliage quite dark, so I'd have to balance it out. Hello. See, these are very light rocks. You see here? You see here? Very light rocks. Rimworld Stream 4 win. I'm not kidding. I found out that they have a Zombieland mod. Like some incredible person has updated the Zombieland mod for Rimworld, for the most recent version of Rimworld, and I genuinely went, oh my god, Rimworld Stream Zombie Edition. It will be terrible. Uh-oh, and it sounds like the Phantom Thieves are coming for your heart. They're coming for my desire to play Rimworld Zombie mod. Those rocks look like they could be where I am. Ah, that's cool, that's cool. Do not dox yourself, but that is very cool. Now I know what color your rocks are. I'm gonna find you. Sorry. I want to make threatening streamer jokes to the chat, but I don't seem to have it in me, you know? Oh, that's a lot cozier. Okay, yeah, I should have kept them at the same color then. Yeah, having them different just leads to a little bit of a mismatch look. Let's try something a little warmer. Zombieland got updated. Yes, I know! Isn't it fantastic? You need to Rimworld again and have an animal-based philosophy. It's Goro occasionally. Oh, I have to stop reading the chat backwards. Okay. Okay, where am I? Who am I? Don't worry about that. Sorry, it's a very concerning thing to say when I just like lose track of where I am in the image. But I feel like you guys are probably used to it by now. Okay, that should also be a very similar shade to... In fact, if I put it to the color of the tree, would anyone care or notice? Yeah, a little bit darker. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should be going for more drastic colors with the grass, and then I'll be able to fix it all through the post-processing. See, this is the part where my inexperience kind of shines through, because if I had more practice, I'd know what the answer to that question is. But alas, I am but a baby. No, I'm not gonna talk about, I'm not gonna elaborate on that actually. You are like a baby. Running around, making noise, don't know what to do. No, I don't like this. I need to change the colors. I need to change the colors. The rocks are not... The rocks are upsetting me. That's fine. I need to make you look better. Can I make me all... more yellow? Again, it's introducing that mismatch, which I really don't like. Is it really fun? Should I actually be making it lighter? Should I make it more yellow, more light? Because then we're getting into like sandstone territory. A baby. Don't do that. The colors don't feel so right. Yeah. The colors feel left. Ah, I see, I see, I see. What would help? Brown. Brown will fix this. Oh, I like that. That's cozy. Now that's a cozy beige. Beige. Yeah, a lot more earthy. I was hoping to be a bit more stony with the rocks, but I mean, if the brown works, the brown works. And then we can have just a slightly darker shade for the soil, so it all feels like one thing put together. I'll maybe still tweak that later, but brown and green seem like pretty classic nature colors, don't they? And it's 10 o'clock. Uh-oh. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Okay. 10 o'clock my side. I'm sure it is a lovely normal time of day for you guys. Wherever you happen to be. Oh, alright, fine. I'll put you down here. Uh-huh. Oh, this is a fun one. Persona 2! Where did you come from? Actually, am I getting it wrong? Isn't it Persona 2 is the one where you have two perspectives, one male, one female, and they recently did Persona 2 Reloaded? Am I getting my Persona 2s and 3s mixed up? I feel like I am. Ah, well. That's life. That's what all the people say. Slowly going insane. Don't worry about me. I know it's an ugly shade of green. I'm fixing it. Okay. Something like that? A little bit brighter? Or should we be keeping more mossy? Huh. Yeah, no, I've gone too dark with all the foliage. We're going up a shade. Alright guys, I'm focusing really hard on the exact shade of green we need this to be. And we're lightening up the grass. I really did like the foliage, the color it was though, so maybe... See, that's too warm. Am I going insane? Yeah, if I blue my eyes, it looks okay. I think that's decent. I think that's decent. And then if we zoom out, which is a much better way of testing these sort of things, that's fine. But then the green needs to be its own color for the tree. What can I pick from here? See, this is the color palette I usually pick from, which means everything's like softer, but it's a lot more muted. And here I'm trying to go for something a little bit more vibrant. Not quite. Or should I just be making it the color of the leaf litter? No. Okay. I'll keep it like that and I'll see if it bothers me. As I've said numerous times this stream. You should be a cold green. Yes, you should. Little bit of variety. Or should you be warmer and lighter? And then the ivy should be a colder color. Yeah, the boss music feels accurate right about now, actually. Okay. You see why this would take so long in a comic? You see why this would take me the rest of my life? I think about the colors I used in that short comic, and I change my mind on them still to this day. Every time I look back at it, I go like, oh, I should have done something different. Oh, I don't like how that looks. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like that. Why did I even start doing this? Okay, let's... Oh, I didn't give you ears. There you go. Now you can hear. Actually, I didn't give any of them ears. Don't worry, guys. I did the line art back behind the scenes. It's all fine now. It's such a small fix. It's not that big of a deal, but like... You see, the guitar music is helping. I gave 2 of them ears, and no one else got ears. That is the thing I regularly forget to do. There we go, okay. Color, swatch for skin. Is that a bit too warm? Meh. Yeah, no, I don't like it. Yeah, that's fine. But then this should be more yellow to offset it so it doesn't look like it's the same thing. Okay. There we go. And the green should not be there in the corner, so we come back here, we do cuts. The music's really amping me up, actually. I'm gonna keep it. It's a little bit out of what I usually play, but I'm gonna keep it. I can't hear you. Okay. Is that a bit better? Is that This is a Persona 2 still. What was that? Oh, I can't hear. Oh, because of the ears. I hear. Okay. Well, I'm putting it back up again. You guys suck. Don't scare me like that. Yeah, there you go. That's the right one. And then we come back here. We color over the eyes and everything, and then we're fine. Actually, I'm giving you no eyebrows too, just in case. I should be coloring the whole body, but that's up tomorrow. By tomorrow, I mean in half an hour. You should not have the same skin tones. Okay, hands, expand. Oh god, hang on. Where's my palette? Nah, that just looks real bad with the green. The yellower skin tones look real bad with the green. Today you are red, my friend. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. I guess I do make the rules. No, I can live with that. Okay. I just need it to be a bit more muted. My other monitor is showing it in the most horrific brown I've ever seen. I don't like my second monitor. It's useful for when I need a second monitor, but oh my god, the colors that it tells me that I've drawn things in always makes it look at absolute worst it could ever be. And then that worries me, because like, what if other people are looking on monitors similar to it and they just see the worst possible version of what I've made? Because on the first monitor looks fine, second monitor looks, sorry, the tablet looks great, second monitor looks awful. Problems of working in digital, I suppose. Just gotta make sure they don't match the rocks in any way. Maybe that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Maybe they should be... I'll make the rocks a bit darker. What is your main monitor? It's a fairly decent Samsung. I can't tell you what the color grading is on it. I've completely forgotten. But it's quite decent for color representation, and I've given it a bunch of different adjustments to make sure that it's a little bit more vibrant. My second monitor I did not give the same treatment to. Tablet is in XP Pen FHD. I forget the rest of the name. Yeah, XP Pen Artist 24 FHD. The green hair is cool now that I think about it. It's not gonna stay green forever, so cherish it while you can. Actually, yeah, that's what I need to be coloring in. Yeah. At least then it's not gonna show as much when there's inevitably little spaces in the color. For the green to shine through, of course. Yeah. And yeah, we should be reusing colors as well for the clothing. Keep some semblance of unity throughout the image. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay, let's that's a bit of a warpy sounding one. Interesting. That's got vocals. Okay, there we go. Back on track. Da, 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 da. Actually, I quite like her. Let's try and make the others a little bit brighter then as well. Not as muted. A little bit more saturated. Please work on you. Oh, you're gonna give me hell, aren't you? You're the same tone as him now, aren't you? Actually, he's quite nice. I'll make him a little darker. There we go. Stand out a little bit more in the scene. And then... No, I'm not going to push it with the green. You don't want like super vibrant greens, I don't think. Okay. There we go. And the infamous Tala at the very bottom, being very antisocial. Okay. I don't really want to match it to Tehran. Yeah, there we go. See, we're reusing colors. We're being economical. Okay. Are we done with the rest of this? Yes, everything's been individually colored. It's just the kids that are left. So let's get started then. Hi, okay. I always saw him in something sandier like this. In fact, that might actually be nice to have a bit of a match, but then it kind of implies that it's the same fabric. So let's, yeah, a little bit more. Ugh, my ugly monitor. Why am I even using this monitor? Okay. Let's put this at the top of the color, of the skin colors. And then we can start to rush. Just gonna put a little bit random here and there as needed. Yeah. Okay. That, and yeah, they're fine. And then let's try something redder. Yeah. And that's his clothing. Nice. That can also be your eye color. It shouldn't be his eye color, it should be lighter. Okay. Oh, jeez, I've just realised what I've done wrong with her. Nobody look. Shush, nobody look. Go the other way. Much better, okay. Oh, that's embarrassing. Anyway, moving on. Bye, Philosophy. Thank you very much for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Awesome seeing you. Shame. Of course you didn't see that, Phoenix. There is no war in Bar Sensei. Okay, what can we do with this color? Nothing? Is it a bit too deep? It looks a bit too deep to me. Okay, like that. Let's make that a bit of a deeper... Well, wrong one. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more distinct from the skin. Let's go for something grey. Okay, and then we need something a little bit more off-white for bones. So I actually haven't put much in left here. There we go. Okay. And then a slightly deeper off-white cream to be light wool and skin tones. And feathers. Okay, perfect. And then nice muted red, just to add a little bit of colour to things. There we go. Nice. Not looking half bad. Make that a little bit more grey. It's not super outstanding. Okay, and now we need pure white for the eyes and the teeth. Yep. Okay. There we go. Okay. Then eye colors. Actually, I can use the same red I used before. Can I? Have I lost it? No, it's over here. Okay, perfect. Same red as before. Same red as before. And let's give this kid the same red as before. Okay, and then... another fantastic song. Oh no. Chat's falling apart. When is the breadisode in which Tala learns how bread is made in an educational fashion? I don't know, because I don't know when bread was first made. I need to figure that one out before I do anything bread related. It's not for lack of trying. It's just because, like, bread is a scary concept when you look at, like, the timeline of human history. Because technically the nomadic hunter-gatherer humans from way back when did in fact have access to grains and did in fact travel with grains, I believe. So, you must understand. Does that mean they have bread? Otzi ate bread? Otzi is too recent for what I'm talking about. Think about 15,000 years ago, so probably not in Tala's time. Exactly, like, that's a decent window. I think that's a good window. I didn't know that. And I'm still a little unsure. Like native Australians made it from red oat for thousands of years. Exactly. It's the same problem as like clothing, where it's existed for so long. Not clothing, bags, right? The concept of a bag. Because like a sack makes sense, but then that would imply you have needles and the ability to weave things together, or maybe you didn't, maybe you just rolled things together and then like wrapped a string around like either end, and then you had like a sleeping bag type shape thing that you could carry around with you. It makes sense, and I feel like I wouldn't get yelled at if I put it in the comic, but I don't know. There's theories. Not theories as in, like, gravity is a theory. I mean, like, there's people saying maybe. But, like, no one will give me an exact date because we don't really know. So, like, maybe? Like, pottery's off the table, I believe. But is it? Or have we just not found one that's old enough yet? No. It probably is almost definitely off the table, because that would require, like, something like a kiln, which would make, like, you need, like, an underground fire. It's complicated. I did do research on it, but it was a very long time ago, so I can't give you details. But pottery requires hot fires. Hot fires are something that need like an environment to be made for it, which is possible if you are a nomadic hunter-gatherer, but not in the time period that Tala would have grown up in. It would have been later on. And that's the same kind of logic that I've been told is like bags. And I haven't asked Vincent others, so maybe Vincent will yell at me and say, like, it's very obvious and we all know this. But from my understanding, from like the research that I kind of did while looking into the concept of traveling with bags and stuff, I just confused myself. Risen bread didn't happen until the Bronze Age at some point. Yes. So they didn't have like, you couldn't, yeast was not a thing. But bread was. You had flatbread. Like, what's the word? Gilgamesh society. You know the one I'm talking about. The Gilgamesh people. Didn't have access to yeast, but they had bread. So they had flatbread. There we go. The story of Gilgamesh began before bread was made. I don't know, man. It's set in a very long time ago, but it was made in Sumeria. Yeah, ancient Sumerian, thank you very much. The city of Ur, kind of. The Sumerian people. Fuck. Ah, it's too late in the evening, I can't do this. But yeah, I know a little bit about a lot of things, and unfortunately I know a little bit about bread, but not enough. And a little bit about bags, but not enough. Are you saying gravity is a theory? Yes, it is. Just like evolution. Don't believe it. It's not fact yet. We can change it. Hang on, where am I? What am I doing? Have I given these children eyes? I sure have. Okay, time for the hair. That feels fine. Okay, there we go. Okay. Finally based Hannah? What? What did I say? Ugh. Can you tell how much of a panic that topic put me into? I sometimes I do just fall into rabbit holes, don't get any answers, get back out again feeling like I've never known anything in my entire life, and then I just kind of have to go back to work. and then I ask Vincent when I remember that it's a problem again. Okay. His hair needs to be different. There we go. Yours is too blue. Why are you blue? Oh, I didn't give her eyebrows either. Anyone else not got eyebrows? Did I manage? I feel like that's fine. That's forgivable because the hair covers it, but it's quite funny that I didn't give her eyebrows. You see, this is why I make characters with 6 fingers sometimes, because I forget. Let's go for I'm trying to go for more of like a sandy color, but I think I'm gonna have to cut my losses. I know this one. This playlist. She keeps drawing people with more than 5 fingers. Yes, I am a robot. Rah! Oh, bye, Adrian. Thank you very much for popping in. Good on you for escaping this early. Ah. It's okay to make characters with 6 fingers. Stanford also has 6. I have to make the leader of the band that Tala meets later in the comic a character with 6 fingers. Because when I first designed her and made her design into a short, she did have 6 fingers. And someone asked about it. And they were really excited that I made a character with 6 fingers. And I was like, oh, that was what I did. So now we have a character with 6 fingers. I mean, I'm not upset about it. I mean, any chance to create more interesting characters is a good one. But, oh, I wish I'd maybe done that on purpose. That would have been much cooler of me to have done. If only I was cooler. If only I was better. I thought I was gonna start playing the I thought I was gonna start playing Undertale. I heard the high piano and then I just panicked. Oh, sorry, Adrian. Never mind. Oh, bye, Casper. Oh, I got people mixed up. I've done that before. I'm so sorry. Could you make a side character that is like 2 people in one body, such as when the babies meld together with each have a leg and there being 2 heads? Conjoined twin? I could. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them don't need like heavy medical assistance when they're born. I don't think. I'd have to do more research into it. That would be a bit of a drawing challenge, wouldn't it? I don't know, maybe. Yeah. It'd be nice to have like a background character that's just unique, but it's not a big deal. I feel like that would maybe be nice. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Okay, what are we looking at here? We're changing the rocks again. What if I did just make them colder? Just rockier. Actually, with how warm the characters are, that doesn't look half bad. We changing the rocks again. It's so sad Adrian left the stream. It's like I can still hear his voice. It's tragic, really. Okay. And then... Oh, but that means I'm gonna have to put it in its own layer group, but that's fine. I'm just gonna take away that border so it looks a little bit more open. Oh, and then while I'm here, I did say I would do color in the rocks as well. There's that blue. Okay, so we would have something like... Let's make the brush smaller, we can make some... Let's go. Okay. Rocky. Okay. Okay, that's fine. And then up top here. There we go, like that. And then, I'll tweak it, it's fine. Okay. Okay. So that should probably be that color. Let's make it a deeper blue. Perfect. And then this can be a little bit more of a richer blue as well, but a bit darker. What do you think? And then this is also unfortunately a bit of an inexperienced area for me. Oh, I love this song actually. No? No? Okay. Ah, that's why it didn't work. That, this makes sense now, doesn't it? Let's try and be a little bit non-destructive about this one. Okay. Looking good, joke. Side effects of long COVID may include me. Ah, Haruska. Haruska? Hello! Welcome back. How's daylight savings treating you? Okay, in fact, if I'm gonna be doing this with the rest of them, I might as well do it. Yeah, I might as well do it with the rest of the rocks. I think that's actually gonna look quite good. A bit worried about the time sync, but we're gonna be fine. It's only 11:15, and I haven't done the shading yet. It's okay. We're gonna speed run the shading. We're gonna put on just the most hype music we can. Persona 4 battle music the entire time. Okay. There we go, and done. Yeah, that looks a lot nicer. In fact, for my next trick, There we go, that makes it look a bit softer, doesn't it? I'll do it with the green. I'll do it with the green. Okay. Ah, it does look very good, doesn't it? Oh, this is going to be a time sink. Okay. It's okay, guys. It's all part of the process. Art is an artistic experience, not something you can put on a treadmill. Or a conveyor belt. Okay. I was gonna try and save time and not do this, but it looks really good, so I kind of can't not. Okay. Okay, it's okay. We speed. Okay. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna do the whole clip and then figure it out. Yeah, that was easier than going over it in green. Okay, we're all good here. Let's move around here. There we go. I think that's quite pretty, yeah. Yay. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. I know I've been very quiet. I am so locked in. The music is actually helping very much. Oh, okay. See, it does look much better, doesn't it? It's just taking out my soul to do it. Oh. I heard full cover art stream. No, no! I don't know if I can get away with another one. It has to be done with this one. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Guys, shush. You're distracting me. Yes? Yes. Which means I don't think I need the brown so dark. Lighten it up a little bit. Kids, could you lighten up a little? Not that much. How's that looking? Yeah. Let me... It's gonna look a little ugly for a sec, don't worry about that. See, this is what it looks like when it's not bound. Yeah. Okay. Oh, is that too heavy? That might be too heavy. There you go. Just by a little bit. Just a touch. Barely noticeable. Probably not even noticeable. I might be just fooling myself. Oh. Okay. Give me a breathe. Give me a breathe. I drink my tea. My tea is finished. I switched to lemonade. Oi. Could you lighten up a little? Man, the world is turning fascist and everything's expensive. God, tell me about it. Ah, you know what? Fair enough. Be as miserable as you can. I guess. We're all gonna be dead soon anyways. That might have been too dark. I'm not tweaking the colors still. Shush, 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 shush. I don't know what you're talking about. Can I still make you warm? Yes. Yes, I can. Okay, so the moss should be colder. Yes. Yes. The ferns should be very mid-green and dark. And then let's try and add a bit of white light to the whole situation. This may look a little bit ugly again. There we go. Ah, that is what would happen, yes. Okay, I can't do that. But I can do this. Okay, so now the effects are only going to affect the inside of the box. Yeah, okay. So let's give a little bit of white light. Give me a second. Hello, what have you done? Ah, I see. That's the one I should be over. What are you looking like down here? That seems fine, doesn't it? Let me try something with the color. I see. There we go. That looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? A little bit nicer. It still has some work to do. Maybe I don't like that. Oh, no, I love it actually. It looks amazing. Okay. Again, experienced. I'm learning with you guys now. Okay, so that's normal. I'm gonna just give it a little bit of a boost. Okay. That gives me a better idea of what we're working with. Multiply. Ew, okay. Okay. You ever gotten an eye test? Do you like number 1 or number 2? Number 1, number 2. A, B. A, B. The rock's getting wetted? I don't mean to pester, but if that's already planned, but water tends to make rocks a good bit darker. You've got a good point. You've got a good point. Okay, let's see if we can... I mean, I wouldn't ordinarily. It's a little bit extra detail. Especially since I want the way the light to fall to be... Actually, making it more shaded might be quite pretty. Nah, because then we're just gonna be in the place we were before with the dark surroundings. Get upstaged. I'll have to play with it a little bit. If you'd rather not, no worries, I'm not in charge here. No, it's chill, it's chill. I mean, I do have a line for where the moss stops, so it would make sense that the water would reach it. It's, for that, we'll probably do something like... Like, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I suppose it depends on whether or not it muddies up the image. If it looks like something else. Because here I'm worried it might just end up looking like extra shading. Or the skin might be a bit oversaturated now that I look at it. See, if you're a real artist, you do many layers to make the skin look natural as possible. In digital art, you just pick a skin tone that kind of looks okay from like the general reddish brown section of the color wheel. You just pray. Yeah, it looks good, but it does look like a shading. If I did that. Looks even more like shading. Let's keep it there for now, because it does look decent, but I'll have to re-examine it once we start doing the shading. In fact, let's just do that now, the shading. Or should I be doing that with the overlay? That helps the skin not look too yellow. Yeah, I shouldn't have given it a yellow light. Okay, so we're gonna go with light blue and white light then. Okay. Interesting. See the difference? A, B, A, B. Okay. Shading. I didn't forget what I was doing. You forgot what you were doing. Okay. Let's go... Can't go wrong with the classic purple for the shading. Okay, so light is coming. Light is coming from here, here, here. In fact, it should be a bit steeper. So we're going to call it midday. Early afternoon at best, because then the light's still quite pale. And then we're going to have some warmer tones bouncing around to make it look extra pretty. We're gonna have to do 2 of these, so buckle in. On the bright side, it's only 11. So we might get this done by the end of the stream. Not sure about the post-processing though. No, I'll do that later on in a different layer. Let's focus on the surface for now. Okay. I suppose it won't look too much like shading then if it is a completely different angle, won't it? I mean, there's every potential for it to look like wrong shading. I'm gonna be going back and forth on it until the image is finished. Don't worry about me. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Oh god, the dappled lighting. I forgot about the dappled lighting. Okay. I suppose I'll do it in a different layer, and if it looks bad, I'll merge the two. That's all I can really do. That's the thing, because you don't want to have too many shadow layers, because then you might start confusing the rest of the image. Okay. Okay. It's okay, guys. We're speeding. We're speeding. Oh, the music cut out. We're not speeding. There we go. Perfect. That looks pretty. Have to remember the shape of the rocks as well play a big part in this. We can't all have them be too flat. Like how I've been doing here. Oh, okay. Okay, let's start from the bottom, work our way up, which means we will be doing the parlay thing. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Don't want it covering too much, but we do have to have it covering some part. Oh, the details. Okay. Lord, we speeding. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Ooh, the shadow on its face is gonna have to just be flat. Is that fine? Yeah. Yeah. Guys, don't worry, don't worry. When we put this into a multiply layer, it's gonna look great. Whee! Okay. Ah, stop talking about how sleepy you are. I'm sleepy too. Okay. Cool, Blood Red Moon. This playlist might be a little too edgy for the fun, casual lo-fi streams. Let's see if we can get ourselves back to overworld music. Oh, look at that. Metal AF drawing stream, yeah. Guys, you don't understand. the thrill. The extreme sport that is digital art. Oh, it feels like I'm doing an extreme sport now with the speed I'm trying to keep. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, I missed a spot here. Wonder how many of those there are. There we go. Okay. She's so in light and he's so in shadow. I'm a bit worried about that. What's that gonna look like in the multiplier? Ah. You know, it was so easy once I put it into the layer it's supposed to be in. Cute. Okay. Not quite. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's cute. Let's put the... Oh no, let's put it back. I'm gonna lose track of where I am if I don't. Okay. See, I told you it looks good once you put it as a multiplier. Can see the way that's not working very well in that corner. And back to blue. Back to purple. I'm not colorblind, you are. I am not colorblind. Now wouldn't that be a success story if I was? Okay. Sorry. I have to specify because sometimes I do say stuff and people think I'm... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And then he, of course, will have his shadow here start. Oh, I like this one. Okay. Oh, I never colored that in. There you go. Just pick the first thing in reach. Ooh, okay. Leaflets is gonna be fun for the shading. Bye Devagariti. Thank you very much for sticking around. Very glad you could make it and very happy that you watched any of it at all. I know this isn't the most exciting stream. I am very quiet as I rush to finish this. Let's see. Okay, so trees, shadows, gonna cast right there. Means actually his whole body should be in shadow except for a couple highlights. Yeah. Actually, he should be getting the dappled light treatment more than anyone. Then of course you do have shadow falling, which should ordinarily be. Regardless. Quite ominous, isn't it? I stand corrected. That feels right. I might have to fix it once we've got it in the multiplier. But that's okay. That's later Hannah's problem. That's 15 minutes from now Hannah's problem. Kid, yeah, I'm gonna have to tweak that, but that's okay for now. Oh wait, that looks gorgeous. Oh, actually, I love that. You know what? You did good, kid. He, the kid, not me, the kid. Good night, Rosemary. Thank you very much for popping in. Thank you very much for sticking around as well. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Epic Toaster. I appreciate that. It's nice to hear that even without the talking, it's at least interesting in some way. Okay. Still, though, not a habit I should be getting into. Let's see. I should at least be saying what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm adding purple here, and then I'm adding purple here, and then I'll probably add purple over there, and then... And now that you're all thoroughly sick of the color purple. Beautiful. We're getting near the end, don't worry. I think we're definitely going to be done with the shading before we leave off. Which I think is a miracle, so I don't know about you guys. Let's see. Okay. My nose is so close to the tablet, this isn't healthy. Oh, okay. Okay, I can get a little messy here, I just need to make sure I don't get too messy. Nothing else on the side? There we go. Little rock. Little rock. You know what? This is a good song. This is a good song. It was very final. Don't worry, guys. We're saving the world from God again. Right, shadows. I can see in places where I maybe got the proportions a bit wobbly, which is a bit annoying this far into the process, but I suppose considering the size of the pen that I was dealing with. I could have just made it bigger. I could have just made the pen smaller and the canvas bigger, but I did not. I've made the choice. What am I missing? I'm sure there's something I'm missing. There we go. Okay, moment of truth. Wasn't that nice? A little bit basic, but that's okay. Let's base and multiply. Is purple a good color for you, or should we be doing a navy blue instead? Oh, maybe a navy blue. Yeah, no, blue looks far better. Okay. Perfect. And we're going to quickly do a second layer, but that's not going to be nearly as complicated as the first. We're just going to be deepening the corners. I'm gonna have to change the rock color again. Oh no, maybe it isn't a good color. What if it was a navy blue? Mayhap. Let's keep it like that and I'll see how I feel. It will also depend on the lighting that I give it as well. That's gonna change things a lot, so I don't want to call it too early. Okay. Let's go a little bit deep here on the edges. Perfect. I like that a lot. I think that's going to add a nice bit of depth. Blue is fantastic. Yay! Have not looked at chat in a while. I'm glad that's the first thing I saw. I know I missed a spot there with the brown, but we're just not going to look at it, okay? We will make it through this. Okay. Yes. Anyone else? Anywhere else? Are we okay? Think we are fine. A little bit here and there. Again, just to make it a little bit more deeper. Okay, let's go back to the base layer. Multiply. Let's keep it quite a bit deeper than before, and I think the purple might actually work best here. Never want it to be as dark as the line art though, so that's quite nice, I like that. Yay! Oh, I did want it to be a bit more dappled, but do we have time? Oh my god, oh yeah, no, we have time. I was thinking that would take the entire half hour. Okay, let's it's a good spot for the lighting to fall on. See, the leaf litter was supposed to imply that there were trees above. And this will be quite light, I imagine. Okay. I guess it is terribly messy, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, guys, there probably isn't going to be a part 4, but that's good. That's what I was aiming for. I don't... Were you guys looking forward to a part 4? I guess it depends on what would have won the vote, but I thought I was insanely lucky to get a part 3. I didn't think we were going to get a part 4 in the slightest. Now, let me angle this nicely for my wrist. I want it to be quite a bit darker at the top and lighter at the bottom, but I think I'll fix that up with a gradient to make it look a little bit better. Yeah, okay. Best to leave the top part of them clean, eh? Oh, real wrist workout this. We're gonna be fine. And if you add at least one quartz vein, I'll sign up to the Patreon. Democracy fails me again. Oh. Next time I want Georgia. Yeah, if you guys don't vote for the gaming stream next, well, this weekend, Georgia is going to be executed. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real shame, you know, it's a... Couldn't prove her worth in the vote, so... Yeah, it's just that's the end of it. Yeah, it's a, you know, we brought on a guest star. We thought it would be fun, you know, liven up the lore a little bit, you know, add an extra character. But you know, if the fans don't like her, we're just gonna kill her, you know, like they did with Robin that one time. Vote now if you want Giorgio to stay alive. Publicly executed? No, privately, I'm afraid. It's you must understand, it's, you guys voted to not see Giorgio, so you aren't gonna see the death. Yeah. I'm telling Giorgio you want to destroy her. Giorgio will be fine with this. Giorgio has accepted the rules. Okay. Let's clean this up and make it look a little bit less like I've just splattered my pen all over the area. Giorgio has accepted the judgment of the Athenian people. Okay, let's see. Another moment of truth. I wonder if... Oh, I quite like that little shadow there in the corner. Yeah, you can kind of tell too easily that it's just the brush being scattered around. If I had a proper texture brush, I'd use it. But... see, yeah, that's what a lot of artists do, is they just use the texture brush. Splatter? Maybe. That's the thing, I'm always too wary of using other brushes outside of the one that I use. Hang on, let's go back. I suppose it's quite nice for a simplistic shadow. You can't really tell it's dappled though, can you? I need bigger spots of white, unless I do something like this. And then... can I do it with the eraser tool on top of it? Ooh, can I? But does it work? Does it really? Tell me your opinion, I'm far too biased. It's much more painterly. It definitely works in giving the image texture. I don't know if I like it though. Oh, lawnmower. Ah, I see, I see, I see. It works. You can tell it's just the brush scattered around. It looks like shading. It's been 10 minutes on it. Okay, okay, okay. If you guys think it's good enough, it's good enough. I'll go back to my original brush one. Let's just give it a little bit of a stretch down here. There we go. Perfect. Where's my... Bring me back my brush. Is it because I did this? Oh, I did it all in the hard round. Oh, no wonder it looks like that. Would it have looked like that anyway? I guess it would have. What about the pencil? Oh, the pencil would have been far worse. Soft pencil? Yeah, no. Okay, no matter what I would have done, it would have looked about the same. Yeah, this is definitely not conducive to a cozy stream, I will be honest. Good music. A little bit too ranged. Whoa, that's rough, buddy. There you go. Okay. Good enough. I wonder if making it lateral would work better. Not quite. Can I duplicate you? See, that spreads a little nicer over everything. However, still not happy with the brush. I don't think I'll ever be happy with the brush, I'm gonna be honest. That is simply okay. That is just gonna have to be. Okay, let's quickly... did I do this again? You're kidding, where did it drop? Oh. I lost my pen nib again, don't worry. I'm a professional. God, twice? In one evening? Okay, I'll get a new one and I'll find where I keep the new ones in there. Everyone stay calm. Jeez. She built this in a cave with a falling apart pen. Nice. Okay. Quick. Let's work on... Oh, that already looks quite a bit nicer, doesn't it? I forgot I did that. Let's switch that to navy blue as well. Oh, much nicer. Right. Blue and white, that's what the colors we're going with. In fact, you know what would go banger with this? A turquoise. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, don't look at that. Why is it like that? What's my smoothing on? Okay. Not as nice as I hoped the pen would be. Why is it doing this now with the little shoestring at the end? Okay. If I could just calm down and stop trying to do everything as quickly as possible, I would be done by now. ironically enough. Oh, I didn't even need to look, it's Persona 3. Let's make that look a little flatter. Perfect. Do I have you over the line art or under the line art? Over the line, that would explain it. Let's put you down under it. Did that change much? Not really. Oh well. Yeah. You can really tell when I reach the experimental phase of this, huh? I think this was a good choice though. So now this will act as, hopefully, the surface of the water, and then the darker underneath will look like the bottom of it. And you can see all the stuff in between. By stuff I mean rocks. It's just rocks down there. Oh, I'm glad people are enjoying the songs. Let's see, okay. I used to play when I walked out at night. It would be kind of cool to have reflections of Tala's future in the water. Oh, it would. Best I can do is vague shapes. Yeah, I should have reflections though. Let's see, we can swing it? Yeah, we got 5 minutes. I got 10. I got 10. Good enough. Let's see. Nah, should be quite light, shouldn't it? Hard light? Harder light? Soft light. Hard light? Soft light, overlay. Stick to overlay. Okay. Eraser should not be that size, that is far too big. Okay. That's fairly simple, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, listen, it's simplified, but it works. Okay. As long as we're mimicking the right colors. Okay, nice. Okay. Oh, I can't make that a base layer. That's too many colors to make a base layer. Put the opacity down. Do I need to make it into a specific kind of color? That's a screen overlay. Overlay, overlay. What's the overlay look like? Nah, I don't like it. It's too messy. Let's keep it at normal. Put it at about 50 opacity. Seems reasonable. I think that wood looks so delicious. Okay. Quickly, we're gonna just do a little bit more work on the top here. We want the lights to really... We've done all the shadows, but we want the lights to really come through, so... Let's see if I can get away with doing a bit of a yellow light. Me and my yellow lights. So when... What layer did I put that on? There you go. Okay. Still can't get away with it. Okay, so let's go overlay. Okay. And we're gonna... Maybe a soft light would actually be better. Yeah. I think that looks nicer. And then little highlights. That need to go over the line knot. I realized I didn't give him pupils, but I kind of don't want to. He looks really cute the way he is. Let's see if I can get away with it. Yeah, he looks fine. Sometimes you give him pupils and it kind of ruins them, but that worked out quite nicely. Oh, almost got him. Okay. I'm not entirely happy with this. I feel like I can really get a little bit more with the color. Keep it like that. Oh, then I'd probably have to stretch it out like that. Yeah, color should be the most in light. Yeah. And then, let's see. Oh, thank you, David Glenn. I really appreciate that. You know what? And it was a very good idea to do the wet line at the bottom as well. I think that does actually add quite a nice bit of distinction. I think I'm gonna do that forever now. Wow. If I remember to. Okay. Not bad. What happens if I take the dapple away? Let's see. Oh, it does end up looking a bit flatter, doesn't it? That's actually quite a relief to know. Okay, so aside from that, how's the multiplier looking on the bottom? Okay, you don't want that to be too deep, because then that just looks nonsensical shading-wise. Let's see. Can I really not get away with yellow? Oh, I can. I can if it's a soft light. Okay. That's what I was looking for. A nice day color. Just to give the scene a little bit more bright to it. And then let's make that one another blue. But then put it under. And then we can... Maybe that's a bit too much. Actually, no, it would look nice. Right, like that. Nice way to frame the image. Okay, let's put you down. Maybe that's a bit too much then. Overlay? Nah, a bit too much. In that case, let's get rid of you. And... I'll do the same thing, but up here. Oh, that looks nice with an overlay. Okay. Okay, this is the experimental portion of it, clearly. I'm probably gonna play with it like a little bit more before I send it out. This is a very exciting song, hang on. What should I end it on, gang? Oh, you know what? I do have to cut Tehran out of it completely. It just does not mesh well with the skin tone. Maybe that means I need to change the skin tone. I've clearly done something wrong in the color grading here. Yeah, I'll give it a little look-see. I'll go over it. I'll probably readjust the dappling because I'm really not happy with how it looks at this current moment. I like the song. Okay, we can keep it in. No, go back. Keep the stream going till the song ends. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look, hey? It's not the worst thing in the world. What happens if the background's a light blue? Ah, maybe it was that was messing with my sense of color. I mean, aside from the inexperience, of course. Oh, it's a bit blinding. Yeah. God, I do love the water though. I think the water is the best part of the image. I'm very, very happy with that. Yay. Not bad, not bad. I will definitely fix it up in a little bit. But other than that, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I need to fix the lighting. Anyway, I'm gonna keep looking at it. So sticker version when? A sticker of this? I don't know if that might be too complex. I'll have to give it like a really wide border. That would be cool though. I'm allowed to make, well, I'm not allowed, but I can make merch for the Patreon. So I could try? Actually, some people should start getting merch for the Patreon now. I set it up in January and there's like a waiting period of 3 months. So people should be getting it soon. If you've gotten an email on that, I should hope you've gotten an email on that. It's kind of all going through Patreon, so there's a little bit of stuff coming your way. It's kind of just there as a thank you for you know, continued support and everything like that. It's nothing too super exciting, but it's some of my favorite art that I've made for Immortal over time. That's kind of all just been put on like a mug and a poster. You get to have it. I hope it's exciting. You didn't ask for it. You have to have it. It's coming to you. Oh, Tex, you got the merch? That's fantastic. Already? That's sick. Oh, I saw an email about my address. I thought that was a scam. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have made a bigger deal about it. I should have made a proper announcement. I'm sorry. I'll put a thing on Patreon. Hang on, let me write that down. I don't want people thinking it's a scam. Okay. But other than that, well, thank you all very much for watching. And yeah, I shall put the poll up for the next stream tomorrow, hopefully, if I remember, which I've been pretty good at recently, but I'm waiting to fumble again. By recently, I think I mean like a week. Oh, I love mugs, so I hope I get one too. Oh, I forget which tier is the mugs, but it does tell you on the tier. It does tell you on the tiers. I think it's Spirit tier. I can't quite remember. I think that is it, because it's there's all sorts of guidelines that they give you, like, hey, we recommend this, so you don't like overextend yourself or like go into debt because you're printing mugs. But yeah. Nice, no stress, TC. No obligation to do anything. Good night, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely rest of your day. I'm very glad that daylight savings means that some of you get to be here a little bit longer than you used to. And yeah, thank you very, very much. And bye-bye.